بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. So this is a new maxim, jurisprudential maxim, and it is called قاعدة الحيلولة. حيلولة is either a buffer or divider or a partition. They all have probably the same meaning. And what does that mean? What do we mean by the maxim of buffer or divider? It is named Haylula because Haylula is when you separate between two things, between زمان الشك وزمان المشكوك. A time has passed. A time, you may write this, a time has passed between the moment you developed a doubt, between the moment you develop a doubt and the subject of that doubt. What do we mean by this? It means that I did, and this maxim is in regard to the prayers, only prayers. We cannot use it somewhere else. So now it is sunset, okay? When it is sunset, it means the prayers of Dhuhr and Asr, the time has passed, okay? The time expired. So now sunset or after sunset, I'm thinking, did I do the Dhuhr prayers today? Did I do Asr? And it is now time for Maghrib and Isha because it's the sunset. So I developed the doubt one after sunset. Sunset or after sunset? What was the subject of the doubt? The prayers of Subh or Dhuhr or Asr. Okay? There is a time between them. There is a time between them.
Between the sun.
Between the time I developed the doubt occurred to me, and the prayers itself. There is some time between them. That time is going to release me from my responsibility. That time is going to say, that time which is a divider or a buffer, is going to say that you don't have any responsibility. So you don't, if you have a doubt, whether you did Dhuhr or Asr that day, then you don't have to repeat them. Because the time has erased it. Okay?
The statute has limit.
Exactly. Statute of limitation. The time, the sunset. We learn three things from this maxim. One thing is that if the time has not passed, it's before sunset. Before sunset. And I develop the doubt, then should I repeat the prayers? Should I do them, or I should ignore it? Ignore the doubt. Before sunset. Before sunset. What do you think?
If you doubt that you did or not?
Yes. So let's say 10 minutes before sunset, 15 minutes before sunset, and did I do Dhuhr and Asr? Did I do Asr or not? But the sunset still, the sun is there, is setting. It's about 10, 15 minutes.
No, you should do it.
You
should do it.
I should do it?
Yeah.
Why? Based on what?
Dhuhr and the Asr, right?
Based on what?
Before
Tell
Maghrib,
me.
right?
Before Maghrib.
Yeah.
Because the time has not
Passed.
passed, okay? But if the time has passed and I have doubt, now if I don't have doubt, I'll have yaqeen, certainty. Yeah, I have certainty. I know today, because let's say I was from before noon prayers, I was playing, let's say. There was or sitting in a cafe. until sunset. So I know I didn't do my prayers. I know. I wasn't at home. I was playing. Let's say I was playing 5 hours match. So I know I didn't. I have yaqeen. So in case I have yaqeen and it is after sunset, should I repeat the prayers? Should I repeat them or not?
Not repeating it, it's doing it.
Exactly. Because I have certainty, yaqeen. This is qada. So that is the second case. The first case, I know I have doubt. But the doubt is before sunset, before the time expires. Within that time, I develop the doubt. Should I do the prayers or not if I have doubt?
Yes.
Then yes.
Is that because principle of caution have anything to do with it or not really?
No, this one, not caution.
Because of this one?
Yeah, because this one does not cover. This one says when the time elapses. So before the time elapses, then I can use this maxim, okay? And also, yeah, the precaution. Bara'atu dhimma. Bara'atu dhimma means I have to make sure that I have fulfilled my duty. Bara'atu dhimma. Bara'at. Okay? I have to make sure that I have done it. So before sunset, I have to do the prayers. Before or after sunset, I have certainty, yaqeen, that I have not done it. Then I have to do qada. After sunset, I have doubt. Then, how about Salatul Fajr? The time for Salatul Dhuhr came, noon. Now it's noon. Today it was 11:42, 43. Huh? And I don't know whether did I do Fajr today? Did I do? I didn't. Sometimes we have some medications, we forget. Or some problems, no need for it. In America, no need for medications. Once you have a bill, that's it, Same thing with Fajr. Same thing with any prayer.
So then
If you have doubt and the time has passed.
So if the doubt become a certainty, that
Certainty.
we've done it, not we didn't do it.
You mean you have doubt, and then you started thinking about it,
And then I remember something.
and you remember, then of course.
Then
because
what
this is
happened? Okay.
certainty you did the prayers or you didn't.
Yeah, certainty I did the prayer, but before during the doubt I did my prayer. Meaning, let's say the Fajr, Salatul Fajr, I had doubt. I did my. Then I.
When did you have the doubt?
I didn't do it, right? You said I don't do it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So let's say you don't use this maxim and you decide to do the Asr.
Even after Maghrib?
Even after Maghrib. Let's say.
Do it, no problem.
بس قصدي let's say you actually did it before. كنت مصلي صلاة العصر. And then sunset happened, and then you're thinking, did I do or I didn't do it? I don't remember. And you do it again. Does it go towards credit to another prayer, or does it go sort of?
Very difficult question. Very difficult question.
You get credit for the one you missed yesterday.
Some scholars, they say, it will fill another void.
Another void.
Yeah.
Even without the niyyah?
Even without the niyyah. The niyyah is going to change. The niyyah is going to be changed automatically. Okay, now, exactly 1 year ago, December 19th, today is December 4th, 2018, December 19th, 2017, 1 year ago, we studied another maxim which is similar to this. Can you remind me of that maxim? Ahsant. Conclusion, the maxim of conclusion. So what is the difference between this and that? What is the difference between the maxim of the buffer and the maxim of the conclusion?
Is it the time?
What time?
Off doesn't imply time.
It's during the prayer.
Yeah. But whereas this one, it has to.
Now let's go one by one. This maxim of buffer, it is in regard to a specific thing. We cannot extend it to other things, other areas. It's only the prayers. When the time of the prayers elapses, and then you start having doubt, did I do or no? I say yes. I said there is no responsibility on me. I don't have to redo. The maxim of the conclusion is about what? Can you remind me? Qa'idatul faragh. Is it only about prayers or something else?
Isn't it in like you finish the prayer, enough time also elapsed for you to forget?
No. Answer my question. Is it does it relate only to prayers, qa'idatul faragh, the maxim of conclusion, or other items too?
We talked
It
about prayer.
could apply to others.
It could apply to every ibadah, including tawaf. Tawaf, you finished the tawaf. Now that you went and you did salatul tawaf, you are on the way to sa'i. Did I do my tawaf was 6 or 7? Was it 5 rounds or 7 rounds? Then you apply qa'idatul faragh. So you apply it in the prayers, you apply it in fasting, you apply it in hajj, you apply it in ibadat and mu'amalat. I did wedding today, okay? We did divorce today. Was the divorce done correctly or something was missing? I say inshallah correctly. Was the wedding, the marriage, did I officiate the marriage correctly or maybe I had some mistakes? Then I can apply the conclusion, the maximum of conclusion. But this is the maximum of conclusion is in regard to you or to others? Huh? Yes, say, don't be you, myself. What is the other maxim which is related to others? I judge their action as being correct. What do we call it? قاعدة الصحة. The maxim of correction. The actions of others, whether it is ibadah, worship, or mu'amala, transactions or deals, I consider them, I assume that they are correct. Okay? I assume that they are correct. Unless there is a reason. Unless I know for sure that this guy, he doesn't know how to pray. He doesn't know how to do wudu. Unless I know. But if I don't know, I assume that his a'mal, his actions, whether it is ibadat, worshipping, or mu'amalat, dealings, are correct. Qa'idatul Sahha. So Qa'idatul Faragh applies to me that once I finish a work and then I have a doubt, what should I say? I say inshallah it's correct. What's the difference between that maxim and this maxim? Aren't they the same?
The time,
With the faragh, qa'idatul faragh.
it's about the transitioning between, what do you call it? From ruku', for instance, to sujood or something like.
Which one you are talking about?
Faragh.
Faragh?
Yeah.
So if I finish the second rak'ah and I am into the third rak'ah, then some doubt comes to my mind that the second rak'ah probably I missed the ruku', or I missed the sujood, or I missed the qira'ah. And I'm in the third rak'ah. Okay? Then I say the second rak'ah is correct. So what is the difference between conclusion and...
This has to do with time. The time during that, it's your uncertainty, but this has to do with the period of time. The only exemption happens after that time or that buffer partition has elapsed.
I think that is for time.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
But the
Faragh
faragh is more of the.
But
At the
faragh is also after the prayers.
No, but it's
You
not-
finish the
time
prayers.
hasn't exempted you. Your doubt, if you have a doubt, then you say, okay, I'm exempted because of the doubt that comes to your mind. But this one says, if you have a doubt and it's before the time, then you must repeat it. Only you're exempted after you're.
It's not only the time, no. The time is not that important. The time is not important.
Action too.
The action. This one is about أصل العمل, the action itself. أصل العمل, the action itself. What does it mean, action itself? It means, please look at me. It means after sunset, I start thinking, did I do the prayers or I did not do the prayers? Not whether my prayers was wrong or right. No. Whether I did it or I didn't do it. أصل العمل. Okay? The action itself. Did I do the prayers or I didn't do? I'm not doubting whether I did the 3 rak'ah or 2 rak'ah. I'm doubting whether altogether I did the prayers or not. Whereas قاعدة الفراغ is about, you know you did the action. Are you with me, Umeed?
Yeah.
قاعدة الفراغ, you know you did the tawaf. You know you did it. But then you don't know whether it's 6 or 7. Okay? You did the salat. But you don't know whether it was 3 rak'ah or 4 rak'ah. Or whether you are in the 4th rak'ah, you did the 3rd rak'ah or you didn't do that. That's the difference. Okay? Whereas that one, the maxim of conclusion, is about the correctness of the action, not the action itself. You know you did the action. You know you performed. You know you performed. But whether the performance was sahih or ghalat, was correct or incorrect. That's the difference between them. Dr. Ali, did you get it, Habibi?
Yes.
This one is about the action itself. I don't know whether I did it all together or not. And this happens a lot, you know. This happens a lot, especially when you travel like me, East and West and with different time zones. Did I do today Dhuhr and Asr or not? Did I do Maghrib?
Or what is it?
Yeah. So that is the difference between the maxim of conclusion and the maxim of the buffering. Okay? Okay. Now let's go to Sayyid al-Khoi says, قاعدة الحيلولة, the maxim of buffering, مفادها, the connotation of it, عدم الاعتناء بالشك. You don't care about doubt بعد خروج الوقت, after the expiration of the time. Then you don't care about the doubt. Now, there is something here. Didn't we study during the principle of istishab, continuation, that if I have doubt, I did the prayers or I didn't do the prayers, then I have to make sure that I did the prayers. Istishab means if you have not done the prayers, then you have to continue with what? With not doing. Because the asl is you have not done it until you make sure that you did it. Okay? The asl, let's say, the asl is that you have not paid until you show the receipt that I paid. See? If you don't have a receipt, it means you haven't not paid. So when it comes to our prayers, the first expression is I have not done it until I remember. No, I did it. I remember. I stood here. I stood here and I did my prayers. So why don't we apply this, the principle of continuity, rather than applying this maxim?
Doesn't the principle of continuity apply when you have at some point you had yaqeen that you did it, and then doubt creeps up? You go back to continuation of your yaqeen.
Okay, but it doesn't apply here. Here, the principle of continuity, it means I have yaqeen that I have not done the prayers. Okay? Now I have doubt whether I did it or not. I have doubt whether I did it or not. So I have to stick with the principle of continuity that I didn't do it. This is the case. Yes? Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Because I have to continue with the principle of not doing it until I have yaqeen, certainty, no, I did it. But if I have doubt that I did it, it means I have to stay with the continuity that I didn't do it. So why should we skip the prayers then? Why should this one tell me, skip the prayers? You don't have to.
This maxim overrides the other one.
Exactly. Ahsant. Hakima. Overrides. It means hakimatun. Hakima. Hakima. It means overrides. So my friends, overriding means, we use this in fiqh a lot. When two maxims clash with each other, one of them has to overtake the other. One of them has to override the other. Why? Why should override? This is random? This is random? I have to say, oh, okay, this one has to override. Or there is a reason.
The evidence.
Huh?
The evidence.
Exactly, because I have a specific, because sometimes I have general ruling and sometimes I have a specific ruling. The specific overrides the general. The specific always overrides and invalidates the general. So in this case, my friends, istishab is a general ruling. This maxim, qa'adatul haylula, is a specific one. So the specific one always limits the general, limits it. Because it's an exception. Every general ruling, it has an exception. And this is one of the exceptions. Because there is a hadith. There is a hadith. The madrak, the evidence, the hadith. Someone asks the Imam says to him, if the time has passed of the prayers and you still have doubt whether you did it or not, then لا تعتني, don't care about your shirk. Say I did it. So it overrides the istishab. Okay?
So can we say generally, I think I'm saying the same thing as you, so generally we can say any qaida or maxim will have hukuma over the asl.
Not, probably you can say that, probably. But sometimes we studied in some cases that the asl is more powerful than the qaida. Sometimes we studied, I think a few weeks ago, also there was a clash, and then we said istishab here comes, takes over. Istishab, but let me check this tomorrow inshallah to see whether every maxim overrides principles or not. I'll ask about this inshallah. Okay. So we have many evidences. One of them is Sahihat Zurara. Of course, this is Sahihatu Zurara. Zurara is one of the students of Imam al-Sadiq. Al-Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam. One of the best students, and he narrated many, Abu Ja'far al-Baqir. Abu Ja'far, Imam Abu Ja'far al-Baqir alayhi salam. The father of Imam al-Sadiq. It's a long one. Let me translate it to you slowly. متى استيقنت أو شككت في وقت فريضة أنك لم تصلها أو في وقت فواتها أنك لم تصلها صليتها وإن شككت بعدما خرج وقت الفوت وقد دخل حائل فلا إعادة. So when you have a doubt about فريضة, prayers, بعدما خرج وقت الفوت, after the time expires, like sunset, or like noon to the Fajr, or like Fajr to the Maghrib and Isha, previous Maghrib and Isha, وقد دخل حائل, a buffer comes in. A buffer is what? Huh?
Time.
The time. The end of the time is buffer. which is, let's say, the sunset. It's a buffer separating you from that time, because the prayer has time. If the time expires, then that is a buffer zone. فَلَا إِعَادَةَ عَلَيْكَ مِنْ شَكٍّ. Since you have doubt, shak, you don't repeat. حَتَّى تَسْتَيْقِنْ. Unless you develop certainty, يقين. فَإِنْ اسْتَيْقَنْتَ. If you develop certainty, فَعَلَيْكَ أَن تُصَلِّيهَا. If you develop certainty, you know, I know. Yes, the time has passed. But I thought about it. I know I was busy watching a movie the whole time, 6 hours. I didn't leave the movie theater. I was playing. I was traveling. I was in the airplane, let's say. So I know I didn't do my prayers. Then, of course, when you have yaqeen, then definitely yaqeen means that you have to repeat your prayers.
Saint, can we say in this case, now the principle of continuity becomes the specific and...
No.
Yeah.
Because this is a qa'ida. An imam is giving us a maxim to apply. So imam is narrowing the principle of continuity.
Right.
Overriding it in this case. In this case is overriding it. Okay? Now, a question, let me ask you. It is time of Maghrib. And then, let's say, still the sun has not set. We have 15 minutes. All of a sudden, I was preparing to do my wudu for Maghrib and Isha. I said, wait a minute. Did I do Dhuhr and Asr today or not? Did I do or not? I was thinking and I could not find an answer. So what should we do?
You have shak about both?
Yes.
And you have how much time?
15 minutes
15 minutes is enough time to do both. Then you should
to do both. If I had 5 minutes,
then ask.
huh?
Ask.
What do you think, guys?
Well, you can do both if you do quick.
No, let's suppose I can't. By the time I do wudu and I come stand, the sun, like the winter.
So do Asr only.
Huh?
It's expired for Dhuhr. For Dhuhr is expired.
And what about the dhuhr?
You know, do qada.
Huh?
And you do qada.
Don't you have to do the earlier one first? So do
No. Do you remember 4 years ago when we studied the qada? We said that the time is shared between the two prayers until the last 3 minutes or 4 minutes or 5 minutes. It depends on how fast you do. Some people, they do prayers in 2 minutes. So the last 2 minutes before sunset is the time for which prayers? Asr, only Asr.
Right.
So if he has not done the prayers, he's traveling, driving, he arrived, he has 2 minutes. The sun is setting. Should he do Dhuhr or Asr? He should do Asr and then he does Dhuhr 1. Qada. Okay? Now in this case, in case of doubt, he was about to do wudu and then there is 3 minutes left. And he has doubt whether he did Dhuhr or Asr. He has doubt. So which one on him is mandatory to do?
Same
There's a
principle.
very
Asr.
nice-
How about Dhuhr?
Qada.
No.
No, because he had the doubt before. He didn't have the doubt
He
after.
doesn't have time to
This
do
only
that.
applies if the doubt is after.
Because there's no
I-
barrier
no,
that
it's
has
after,
to.
after the
No, but he had his doubt before.
It's good that you disagree. Yes, I want you to debate
The
this.
scholars are getting their back.
When did he have the doubt, Umid?
Before the sunset.
But what time? The shared time or the exclusive time?
What do you mean?
We have shared time between Dhuhr and Asr. That is 15 minutes before sunset.
This is the time you said, right?
But, no, I said the second example. I said there is, let's say, 3 minutes, an exclusive time for Asr, or 5 minutes, let's say. He had the doubt there at that time,
So yeah,
which
so
is
5 minutes
exclusive, which is exclusive only for Asr.
He's good to go.
Hmm?
He doesn't have to do Dhuhr.
He doesn't have to do Dhuhr.
I still, yeah.
It's
He
expired.
has doubt of both.
Huh?
It's done. It's
Yeah.
expired.
Let's see what Hamid. Hamid, what do you say?
I say he doesn't have to do Dhuhr
Why?
because the time for Dhuhr has expired.
Exactly. Because he had the doubt at the time of Asr, not the shared time.
Right.
Yes? So he should do the Asr prayers. And suppose by the time he went to make wudu and come, boom, the sun is gone.
He doesn't have to do any.
Hmm?
None.
Huh? No, one second.
Then the Asr has to be done qada.
Uh-huh. How about Dhuhr?
Dhuhr, he assumed that because the time passed for the Dhuhr,
Mhm.
anyway, he will assume it's already done.
Yes.
So say, when does I can't remember now, when does the shared time end?
Shared time
I thought it
is the last. You have to calculate and see what is the average time of your prayers. Let's say the Dhuhr and Asr, each one, let's say is about 5 minutes. If this is the case, 5 minutes, then today, if sunset today was 4:40, then 4:35 p.m. is the time for Asr, not Dhuhr anymore. Dhuhr is qada. By 4:35, Dhuhr becomes qada, even if the sun is there.
Yeah.
Because this last 5 minutes belongs to what?
Us.
Asr. So in this case, he remembered at 4:35. I mean, he had doubt at 4:35,
And it's us.
which is the time for Asr, not Dhuhr. Dhuhr has concluded, expired. So whether he did that prayers before sunset or after sunset, he has to do only Asr. Because Dhuhr is gone. The time of Dhuhr is gone.
Let's say, what I'm thinking is the time is gone, but he remembered it before it was gone. So it doesn't become.
No.
That it didn't work.
Habibi. Sunset is 4:40 p.m.
Right.
He remembered, he doubted
Before.
at 4:35 p.m., meaning only 5 minutes before sunset.
Right.
These 5 minutes belong to the Asr,
Right.
exclusively to the Asr. We studied this 4 years ago.
Right.
Before that, if he had thought, let's say 4:30, then it is the shared time. 4:30 is the shared. So he has to do both of them.
Right.
But when he thought, he had doubt at this time, then the Dhuhr is already gone. Because the last 5 minutes are reserved for the Asr. The last 5 minutes before Fajr is reserved for Isha.
Right. No, I understand the reservation for the last prayer, but it's the doubt that occurred right before.
The doubt,
Yeah.
no.
No.
The doubt before, let's not use sunset. Let's say
No, it's okay.
before the expiration of the doubt of the prayers.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Before the expiration of the doubt of the prayers.
Right.
Before the expiration of the time of the prayers. So Dhuhr literally ends at this, not this. This where the Asr ends, but Dhuhr ends here. So if you rush, like Dr. Ali, sometimes when he comes to the mosque, he's rushing, and it is 4:35, he has to do the Asr, because these last 5 minutes are for the Asr, and then he can do Dhuhr qada later on.
So you have to do the qada.
Yeah, of
You
course.
don't leave it.
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
This is at normal circumstances where you know you have to do. But at the doubt, when he has doubt whether he did it or not, if he doubted at this time, then he does the Asr, because still the time of Asr he has still.
No, yeah, he does the asr.
So within the time he doubted.
All right.
within the time of Asr, but not within the time of Dhuhr. So Dhuhr he doesn't have to
He
repeat.
doesn't do it, okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Now, some scholars, they say as ihtiyat, precaution he does. But majority they say he doesn't have according to this.
You mean the precaution he does the Dhuhr?
Yes, as a precaution, not as mandatory. As a precaution, ihtiyat, he does the dhuhr
So
too.
what's the niyyah for that then, say, if it's not mandatory?
Niyyah, if he still has doubt, then I do dhuhr and asr.
No, but you make the niyyah Dhuhr of that time.
Yeah?
Ah,
Yeah. Dhuhr of today, of course. Because still still has time. When you have doubt and you are within the time, then you have to say that the dhuhr of today, the dhuhr and asr, not just general. Sometimes you do general qada. Sometimes you do specific qada. General qada is that I have missed. I don't know for sure, but probably I missed when I was young, my wudu was not correct. So I keep doing qada. For whatever void there is, it will fill the void. But sometimes the qada is specific. I do the qada because of today, of yesterday, of last week, I know I have qada. Okay, there is another maxim, but وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين.